Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday, May the 29th, 2024. This is Wes Fryer. I'm here in Stevens Creek Nature Preserve on a hike with Shelly and with Moose and with Rosie. And I want to talk about trusted voices. So I am absolutely convinced that one of the most important things which we need to do at any age, maybe not when you're a toddler, but as you start to get older, and this isn't something that ends after you leave formal school, is we need to intentionally curate the trusted voices which we listen to, which we allow to inhabit our minds, and who we believe and we want to be shaped by. We have all kinds of ways of encountering voices. One of the things that's really cool, that this is a sign for an Eagle Scout project that just recently got put up. It's an audio tour of this area. We love this nature preserve. This is like 5 minutes from our house, and we don't often get a chance to come here in the morning to hike. School's out. Had my last classes with students on Friday, and so anyway, I like to learn about the history of places where I am and where we happen to hike and stuff. And so it's cool, because this allows for discovery of a new voice, of new perspectives, of new information. I really believe that podcasts are fantastic. I've been creating podcasts since 2005 because I'm just this really old person now. And I'm excited about this fall helping organize a podcasting conference here in Charlotte. Sharing podcasts. I was listening today to a TeacherCast podcast by Jeff Bradbury, who had Susan Bearden, who's a friend of mine, and Beth Holland. Actually, I know Jeff as well, but they were talking about the 2024 Educational Technology Plan. I haven't finished listening to that. But I just saw that Susan shared that on LinkedIn. So I went to my podcast app, which is called Pocket Cast, and I found that episode and I queued it up. And then today when I started listening, Shelly, who's, hiked on ahead of me, is listening to a Bible Project podcast right now. What an incredible day we live in, where either by discovering something in our environment physically or digitally, someone says, oh, hey, have you listened to Adam Hamilton of Resurrection Church in Kansas City? Oh, do you know about TeacherCast by Jeff Bradbury? Oh, have you heard of the EdTech Situation Room that Jason Neiffer and Wes Fryer do? There's so many things, but just knowing the name and maybe the title, you can find it, you can subscribe to that feed. We live in a day where there's all kinds of algorithms, and I actually love many aspects of the YouTube algorithm. I saw a fantastic podcast. I've got a blog. I'm going to blog about this by, I'll butcher his name, Kai-Fu, I think maybe his last name, but he's a Chinese entrepreneur. He's an AI researcher. He's incredible. And he gave about a 20 or 30 minute talk. It was an interview also, talking about AI. And at the end, it was talking about, what are we going to do? How do we prepare our students? He says that 50% of white collar jobs in the world are going to be displaced by AI within 3 years. He actually made that prediction back in 2017. Here's my point. I'm thankful to the algorithm of YouTube, which I've trained because of the things I've liked and I've favorited and commented on and all this and subscribed to and amplified. I'm thankful that it can recommend things to me, but I'm also incredibly thankful to my human network, because I follow Susan Bearden and she's a trusted voice for me that can help share other ideas, other voices, other perspectives, other media channels that I can listen to. The trusted voices that I cultivate. So, who are your trusted voices? How are you cultivating your trusted voices? How are you building channels so that you have subscribed to those trusted voices? And then at a time of your choosing, you can open yourself up to serendipitous idea discovery. It's so important to be able to intersect with good ideas and to hang out with people who are smart and who are passionate about things that we have an interest in, and how do we do that? The social media channels and things like that are always changing, but one of my favorite sessions that I've shared for a number of times at conferences is called Discovering New Ideas. You can find it by going to my shortened link, wfryer.me/ideas. Anyway, cultivating trusted voices. It's important. I appreciate the opportunity to influence your mind today. And if you'd like to hear more Wisdom with Wes episodes, you can go to the shortened link, wfryer.me/wisdom, or just subscribe to this playlist on YouTube if that's where you're hearing it. Have a great day.